It's interesting how you mentioned depth hypnosis has a way of assisting people who are working with plant medicine. And I do think that there are a lot of people who are actually very conscious about how they approach working with the plant. They actually do have respect for the plant. And there are these larger and larger circles of shamans coming up from Peru and from other places working with circles. But what I'm finding in talking to people who do this is that there's this great opening, but not so much the ability to process everything. And I'm wondering how depth hypnosis helps with that, or what your thoughts are on helping people integrate their experience that they have using plant medicine.
Well, one of the things that I always say is that the plant will open a window, and it'll open a window onto some area of wisdom that is very helpful for the person. But if you don't do the work after the experience of ingesting the plant to learn how to hold the window open yourself, you've kind of lost a lot of that wisdom that would have been accessed later and in a more integrated way. So depth hypnosis, because of its extensive work in the altered state, is able to help the person go back into the experience that they had in the presence of the plant, and to be able to understand perhaps the way in which the plant was working with them, and also to be able to integrate what the plant was showing them. One of the issues that people have is they don't understand the language of the plant. And this language is actually the language of dreams. It's the language of the shamanic journey, and I actually like to call it the language of the soul. And one of the things that I try to help my students do in any of the classes, the dreams classes, the shamanic journey classes, or in sessions where I'm helping people integrate what they've learned in a plant medicine process, is how to translate what is being shown. And I spent many years as a language translator and interpreter, and so I'm pretty good at interpreting. And it's not just my idea of interpreting. There is definitely a way to open the images, definitely a way to understand the energetic patterns that are being brought forward by the plant, definitely a way to understand the metaphors and the similes and the way that the plant works, because plants and plant medicines generally work in a very consistent way. And it's a matter of understanding what the plant is pointing to and helping the person be shown how to take what the plant is pointing to and apply it into their everyday experience. And that's the way they keep the window open, because it's not like, oh, I had this experience over there and now I'm living my life here. It's like you're working with depth hypnosis to bring the two experiences together so that you have a deepened experience of your everyday life. It's not that you just have this thing that you do and then you live this life that's just kind of dull and uninteresting. You're kind of bringing the two together, and you're deepening your experience and your capacity to be able to listen to all of the plants that are all around us all the time, offering us information like we have right here.